Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name is Linda. We are looking at the sign of Cancer for September 2023. Although this is a timeless reading, so whenever you stumble across the reading, the message was meant to find you because all my readings are timeless. Now, I've been guided by Spirit to communicate to you guys, beautiful people, that there's something about the energy here that's going to be quite intense for the month of September. So for you to listen to all the zodiacs here, of course, if you don't have time to do so, that's definitely up to you, but there is some interconnected energy that's flowing through all the signs here where a lot of it will be resonating for you. So, you could resonate with, 4 or 5 or most of the zodiac signs here, depending on where you're sitting in, with your frequency. Take note of which ones you're resonating with, especially on this channel, because from now till the end of the year, you might want to listen to those signs that you're actually resonating with, because your birth charts may be a lot different depending where you get it done, or a variance in time might change your chart completely here. So if you want, listen to all 12 and pick the top ones that are resonating for you and run with that. So what we're going to do is look at your energy here, Cancer. What the Spirit want you to encompass for the month of September energetically here for Cancer. We'll look at your overall energy, what you don't see coming, challenges, opportunity, and advice from Spirit. So energy, Spirit is wanting you to encompass for the month of September. We have gathering around, the power of community. Wow, that's pretty intense here. I'm getting 4 of Wands, coming together with your soul tribe, your soul family here. Celebrations. This is kind of giving me Thanksgiving, really leaning in on the people we trust and building that soul tribe here. So gathering around, the power of community, that's the type of energy Spirit's really wanting you to encompass. Maybe you're already doing that, but continue doing it if you are doing it, because I think it's giving you strength here in some way. I don't know why you need strength, but okay, I picked these cards up. Wasn't going to use them first, but let's do that then. We're looking at your overall energy here, Cancer. One more card. Too many falling out here. I did see the Emperor and the Star coming out, but I don't know. I don't know that was your card here. It was intuitively reacted to put it back. So let's see. Spirits, can we get overall energy here for Cancer? One more card here, or whatever, however many are needing to communicate here to Cancer. What is the overall energy here for Cancer, Spirit? Clear and concise message. I'm so blessed. Thank you so, so much. All right. So, Cancer, what do we have? Well, we have the 5 of Wands in reverse, the Tower in reverse, and the topsy-turvy 2 of Pentacles. So, this gives me kind of the, some sort of community we build on. But the fact that it's in reverse here, are we hanging around with the wrong environment, the wrong people or situations, people, circumstances we're in? Is it all filled with conflict? This is also in reverse. Yeah. I need to get out of a situation here that I don't think is very pleasant for you. I don't think you fit in there, or feel like you fit in there. Feel like you're trying to make it work, but I don't think these people, this situation is all that good for you, or feel good, or it makes you feel stretched thin. Maybe you feel like you can't quite put your finger on it, or maybe you just feel like you're not getting anything really out of it, so it's difficult to cohesively fit there. Maybe you're having a hard time trying to fit yourself into a situation here now that you've left maybe another situation. Maybe you were in with the wrong people, or the wrong job environment or home situation, and so you left, and now it's like, how do I find that? How do I find a sense of belonging here, or my soul people, or the right friends? And, could still be in that situation, or you could have just recently removed yourself from something here, or it removed itself from you. Maybe true colors of these people came out in some way that's no longer standing, or maybe needs to break away from this. But let's take a look at what you don't see coming here. We'll pull clarifiers later. What you don't see coming here for the month of September, Cancer. We have Justice in reverse. the Two of Wands in reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles. Well, Justice, yeah, you have the two sort of scales, the Two of Wands. This is all about balance and justice here, bringing balance and harmony and choices and options that we want to invest in. So where we want to plant our seeds, where we want to plant our roots. I feel like you want to plant roots somewhere, but you're needing to, and maybe you don't realize you need to, but you need to really take a look at where you're going to plant this energy. And I don't think it's where you have been doing it. I think there's a need for you to get clear about where you are energetically doing this, because I don't feel like it gives you a good, nice, safe feeling here, you know, a power of community. So a community that supports you doesn't make you feel like this. Doesn't always kind of make you feel like, you know, Chicken Little, the sky is going to fall at any moment, where people are indifferent and competing and conflict and not wearing their full true face, and they want to challenge your every thought. I think there's a need to come to terms with releasing yourself from that here. And what you don't see coming is, I think you understand that you can invest here towards something that could be fruitful. We'll clarify that as well. I think maybe you already know you need to do it, so maybe what you do is you do it somewhere else outside of this where you weren't expecting, you know. And for some of you guys, maybe you just keep hanging out with that unjust situation. Maybe that's what you don't see coming, is like it pulls you back in somehow. Yeah, like you have a repeat cycle here, I think, for some of you guys in the same uncomfortable, shitty-ass situation here, or people or circumstance here that's trying to keep you kind of in that sort of an energy, which doesn't feel comfortable. I don't like that energy for you, Cancer. Let's take a look at your opportunity. What's the opportunity here for Cancer? Well, we got the Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Four of Pentacles, and the Devil. Oh my fuck. Lordy torty. Opportunity. This is like crazy glued and chained and bouldered, closed in, like grips of hell. What are these grips of hell? We got the Queen of Swords in reverse. This is my bitch card. I don't feel bitch here. Okay, I feel like there's definitely an opportunity for you to get some clarity here, okay, around how it is. I think that you can protect yourself. And I think that what maybe you feel is bitchy, I think I got this in your reading at some point, Cancer. I think you're just a really nice person, okay? But not even a but. It's just like when you are a nice person, it's like you might think by being just like this, you're being bitchy. So you don't even do this. And this, when I say you don't do this, is like you don't get, you know, very a matter of fact and kind of a little cold, but it's sticking to truths and facts and boundaried, and it's somebody who's removes emotions and just calls a spade and says, get the fuck out of here. Could be mean if you say get the fuck out of here, but if someone's like in your energy coming to you like that, if I say get the fuck out of here like this, I don't think that's mean. I think that's justified, right? I think that's justified. Right? Even in this case, if I if I clobber him in the head, I think that's still justified. Now here, I don't know, like if I shot him down, I'm going a little overboard, but you get my point. Like, how do you fucking deal with this energy? Your opportunity is, how do you get clear? How do you engage with this? Because I think you're dealing with this. How do you deal with this, though? Holy shit. Okay, so you know what Spirit is telling me, this is crazy, Cancer. Like, what the fuck? Sorry for all the swearing, but my goodness. So I think how you deal with this is the devil. And the devil is an illusion. I mean, yes, devil exists in this world because evil exists, but it is an illusion, because when you shine the light on the devil, you see right through it, because everything that is devil-based is coming from a place of not true, because it's like a fear that's more of an illusion. So we're hanging on to seeing something devilish. But the devil is there. But now I think your opportunity is to, how you let go of it, is to see right through this devil for what it is. Yeah, man. See it for what it is. Need to get clear. So there is a devil, okay? But like I said, like we could buy into it. Like, for example, let's say there's like corrupt, shady salesmen, okay? And they're trying to steal you for thousands of dollars. And if I said, hey, Cancer, there's a shady salesman going around the block asking you for thousands of dollars. So now this shady salesman knocks on your door and you know what's up and you see right through him and you're like, yeah, nah. So you don't engage, right? And the devil leaves. The shady salesman doesn't take you for thousands of dollars, but it's like, if you don't see through his game, then you write a check for thousands of dollars, right? And now you're kind of in it. And this devil is a lot of things. I mean, this could be, you know, or addictions here to something that we're giving energy. We're feeding into the devil. And I think this devil's got a grip on you, man. And the opportunity for you, Cancer, is to cut through that, to see something here differently. See that joker for what it is. See that person for what it is. See these people for what they are. Are they holding you back? Remember, the power of community. So maybe we need to get out of a situation here of addictions. And it has a grip, and I'm not saying it doesn't and it's all an illusion, but in actuality, the illusion here is that you have no control. The illusion here is that you're forever bound to this devil. Because the power community is if you reach out and do the proper steps that you need to do, because there's thousands and thousands and thousands of people who have battled and overcome addictions because it got clear and they took the first step of saying, yeah, I know I might not have it in me now, but I need to get clear about what it is I need to do. What are my action steps here? What is the first thing I need to do? Maybe it's admit to myself that this devil is just a pretend phony. It's just a fucking thing coming around trying to keep me held back. You know, these are people here who aren't my true soul family here. I feel it is around people, but I mean, it could be addictions, right? It could be just the people we're around are keeping us stuck in a lifestyle here that's holding us down. We hang out with these people, so we start drinking more, or we start engaging in low vibe energies here, and it's got a hold on us. So Cancer, time to get clear, time to know how we engage with these things, right? And the power of community, that's the power of the support, the right environment and support around us works miracles, especially if we're engaged with this and we have the right people around us. They're going to help us. They're going to pull us through. They're going to give us clarity. They're going to empower us to lay the right boundaries. They're going to make us understand ways to engage where we free ourselves from something here that I feel has fucking quite the hold on you. Holy camoly. Okay, so Cancer, let's look at your challenge. That wasn't your challenge, man. That was your opportunity. Because your opportunity is to get out of that, okay? And to recognize you can definitely lean in on people. Like, you don't have to do it alone. I think that's the thing here. But let's see. What is your challenge? I'm scared to even fucking ask what your challenge is here, Cancer. What's the challenge here for Cancer spirits? The Sun, okay? And the Three of Wands and the Death card. Yeah, that's the Cancer. What did I say? And I don't know why I'm your second favorite zodiac reader here on YouTube, but what is your challenge? There's a need to just fucking let it end, transform the situation. You know that you're the one with the control here. You're the one with the control to getting enlightened, to finally seeing the light here, that this situation is nothing but this type of an energy here. There's nothing to work with. It's dead. It's like, do you want to stay held back here in a dead end situation, or do you want to transform? So your challenge is transforming this situation here for your future. Okay, I think this really impacts your future. I think there's a need to go towards the light, enlightenment, things that do bring in true happiness, because this brings in temporary happiness. It's like, you know, you buy a bag of Doritos and maybe you have a few chips and that's fine, right? But once you start eating the whole bag and before you know it, you bought another bag, and that's like overdoing it, right? So it's like getting enlightened about what it is that your engagement is here in order for you to do the right steps to get on with what is, your happiness here for the future for yourself. So this could also be stemming from childhood things here that you need to address, because I see the child card here, which always kind of gives me childhood when I pull a sun card. Sometimes it's needing to heal childhood things here that make us think that we deserve to be around situations that need to end. We need to transform, and this is about personal transformation. So you might be putting a lot of weight on your environment, the people around you to change, waiting for the tower. How do they engage? Blah, 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 but nothing to do with other people here. Even if the shady salesman's knocking on your door, has nothing to do with him. All you got to pay attention to is yourself. The only thing you can control is your own energy. Do you allow the shady salesman to take your $1,000 check, or do you not? He can't do anything to you unless you allow him, unless you give into it, right? So I think there's a need for a personal transformation for you to recognize here that your happiness comes from how you engage. Cancer, I'm sorry if I sound like I'm yelling at you. Sometimes I yell here, and it's not really yelling. I mean, it's yelling, but it's not really yelling, because I love you guys to pieces, but this is this energy. My goodness. Okay, let's take a look at clarifying the overall energy here with that 5 of Wands in reverse, and the Tower in reverse, and the topsy-turvy 2 of Pentacles. Let's get some clarity. I don't even feel like I need clarifiers here. Holy fuck, but maybe we'll get some more. Let's look. What is the clarifiers here? No. Okay. Spirit's like, you don't need clarifiers. I'll give you extra cards. Okay. I don't need to run these tarot cards. I swear to God, it's the universe. Look what we got. Clarifying the 5 of Wands is the 5 of Wands in the reverse. Exact same fucking card. Conflict. Fucking people who want to, like, I don't know, be around you. There's lots of conflict, and it could be internal, man. This is like us battling ourselves, you know, having internal conflict, not, I don't know, feeling very conflicted here. Ace of Wands. Okay, this is like, we know that we inspire to do better, be better, have a better future here. We were inspired by something that looks like the sun here. Our challenge is to, this is your challenge here, to get closer to the sun, to move towards the sun, to do the groundwork. What's the groundwork? Well, if we get inspired, if we have that spark of what we know we're inspired to do here for a future, we need to start acting on it, right? Doing the work. But I feel like maybe we don't want to take that jump. You know, this is a new beginning. And this is also a new beginning. But this is telling me that you have a chance here to have a new beginning, but you're conflicted. Maybe you're dealing with people here who are challenging, and you're not taking the jump. You're in the necessary direction. Okay, I don't like seeing Fool in reverse, but generally, like the Fool in reverse, I just always say you don't take the risk or the jump, because that's generally what comes through. But sometimes this Fool in reverse is a whole bunch of really bad things here. You know, it's someone really acting really a hell of foolish and knows a lot better and doing all sorts of things here that aren't good. So, energy here is a need to break away from that. Break away from that energy. If it's yourself, if it's inner conflict, break away. You already know. If it's someone else, only you can break away. How do you do it? What's the first step you need to do here? I think there's lots of things you have to do. I mean, you don't have to anything, but this might involve series of steps. Your 12-plan program, right? Like, sounds like a lot of shit. So you're looking at all this like, oh, you're overwhelmed, you know? So you're like, I better eat that bag of Doritos, because the first thing is like, maybe I got to wake up at 5 in the morning. It's like, ugh. And then after that, it's like I got to take the 2 buses to get, you know, and then I got to hang out with Bob and Dean for 3 hours to talk about my, you know, whatever, my Dorito addiction here. Like, I don't know, but there's something here about it being a series of things that might seem overwhelming, but I assure you, this is quick movement. I think if you take that step, it starts as a spark, but, you know, when you start a fire with a spark, it fucking goes a-blazing. It's quick energy. This is like quick energy, okay? So I think it's going to go a lot faster and smoother than you or might be anticipating here, but I think we need to, start talking about it to have a breakthrough here. And we might be conflicted about even talking about it here, you know, but I think Spirit's wanting you to acknowledge some of this energy that's going on around you. Now, let's see what you don't see coming. We had Justice in reverse, the 2 of Wands in reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles. What you don't see coming, Cancer, we have the Sun, We have the Empress in reverse, and we have the Nine of Wands. It's that same energy, you guys, right? It's like you could find this sense of balance and this justice here if you choose to do what it is you're supposed to be doing instead of what you've always been doing in order to invest. What you don't see coming here is the fact that you're getting this chance to have clarity, okay? This is in your challenge as well. So in your challenge, you have the Sun, because it's like you have the challenge to recognize what's actually good for you here, because maybe it's stemming from a place of needing to recognize some sort of self-love here. And this could also mean, again, the childhood traumas that come up. And, you know, and it's one thing to say, I love myself, but it's another thing to act in your highest good, which is choosing things that are healthy for you, choosing people and situations that are healthy for us, so we can birth a new us here, you know. And I feel like what you don't see coming here is you have a good fighting chance here. You stand a very good chance here, and maybe you feel like you've surrendered here to something, or that you're at the mercy of it here. But I feel like what you don't see coming is that you're in a position here to really protect yourself against the devil, the guy knocking on the door. You know, how do you protect yourself? Well, I think, one, you can either not answer the door, it'll keep knocking, or you could go tell him to pound sand and confront the devil instead of staying here. That salesman's going to knock on your door, you know, multiple times a day if he has to, or remain there for minutes on end, where you could just open the door, recognize him, and say, no, you're a fraud, and see you later, right? I mean, maybe not that easy, but at the end of the day, that's kind of the analogy I'm getting here. Instead of being hidden and maybe like hoping and praying and crossing your fingers it goes away, maybe you do something about it here, okay? And maybe you have tried to do something about it. I don't know, but what you're doing here, what it's showing to me is that you're still in the held back devil energy by this thing. And what you don't see coming here is that you have a standing ground here to do something, but I think you're still allowing the knocking to happen by the shady salesman. All right, so what's your opportunity here? We have the Magician in reverse, the Page of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. So the opportunity here, yeah, like, look, Magician in reverse, this is all manipulative, controlling type energy that's self-serving. And the Eight of Swords is being held back again, captive by your own thoughts and limitations, saying, I can't not confront this, whatever this is, or I don't have it in me because of XYZ, but it's an untruth. What it is, our thoughts are limiting us from actually doing what it takes to get to where we want, which is the Sun. So your opportunity here is for you to start opening that heart space. Okay, start opening that heart space towards yourself, maybe for the first fucking time here. Because you got an Empress here, which is all about love, and this is all about opening that heart chakra. And maybe that's it, because maybe deep down there's like a need to love self from a place that maybe we haven't been able to explore. So we remain in situations that control us, in situations where other people have control over us. And if we don't have control over where we're going and our own happiness, I assure you, people who don't have our best intentions will ensure that they control where we go. Okay, they hold us down and back, because the devil is going to want to keep you stuck in this type of an energy. But if we empower ourselves, if we learn to love ourselves, right? We might have to learn, might have to even just start asking the question here, do the digging here, instead of remaining inside the house, boarded up and scared, or thinking that's how we got to deal with it. We start to ask the question and we free ourselves, okay? Something that seems like an impossibility here. Maybe you feel like it'd be impossible for you to do. That's how I feel. I feel like you feel it's impossible. And it's not impossible here, okay? It really isn't. And remember that main card we had, which was all about community. I think you're going to get this inspiration here to understand that, yeah, the power does come from within, but sometimes the power from within is just the inspiration to talk to somebody. And I mean, yeah, it's sometimes to count on other people to do it for us. It's not going to happen. But sometimes the first steps are other people. Sometimes the first steps are other people who take a lot off of us so that we feel empowered to then keep going you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with me having to talk to my friend Jenny every day on Tuesday for 3 hours if she's willing and giving me good advice and it's helping me, you know, or join the prayer group or the AA meeting or a community here, right? And not feel ashamed by it. And that's where it takes our willpower to do it, but maybe we don't know how to get past that other thing. I'm going into this really, really deep. And maybe this is not even this deep here for you guys, Cancer, and you're like, whoa, my problem doesn't seem as bad as the other Cancer who's just stuck here. But this could apply to anything, okay? I'm just giving you like the energy I'm feeling here. So let's get clarifiers here for the challenge here for you, Cancer. What is the, this, I should have saved Cancer for the end. Holy hell. Sorry, I really want to help you here, and I'm dedicated to doing this. It's just, it's very intense. I knew these readings were going to be really intense, but holy shit. Okay, so what are we looking at? Challenge. We're clarifying the Three of Wands, the Sun, the Death card, Sun and Death. Holy shit. Seven of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. So challenge. What is your challenge? Well, when you see this, this is, you know, I've heard this as other readers kind of calling this as, you know, somebody here who might even be, I don't know, like stealing other people's victories and then pretending they're their own and lying to themselves and lying to other people here. Your challenge is recognizing here where there is deception, either to yourself or people around you who are claiming it to be some sort of a victory. That's not. It's not a victory here. And maybe you're just needing to see that. Yeah, because this is like, you know, idolization of what this full potential happiness and bliss and whatever this ideal situation is. And maybe your understanding of it because we've been told. And so we believe it because, again, we have the Eight of Swords, which keeps us in a prison. So we believe some sort of untruth here, that this is a victorious thing, or we can have some sort of victorious thing here. So we need to get very, very clear. And that's the challenge, is how do we get clear? How do we get smart enough to know, to see the devil? Yeah, remember, I totally said you could see through the devil. You could see through the Seven of Swords action. You can. This is deception. You can always see through Seven of Swords. You have to be willing to see it. And it's interesting because you guys also had the Sun in your challenge, which is, the challenge is you shedding a light on the devil and the fear and what looks like the shady salesman. You have the power. That's your challenge. Shedding the light, seeing through this and calling this shady salesman out, right? Putting an end to him. That's your challenge. Putting an end and saying, hey, shady salesman, I know you're a scammer. My neighbor told me, so go pound sand because you're deceptive here, okay? And it could be to ourselves. But it's shedding the light wherever there's that devil. And that devil, like I said, is real, but it's also not real. Because once you shed the light and you vibe higher, this devil then becomes very apparent that they're shady and not, and they could go do whatever it is that they want to do with other devilly people, but not with you. All right, so I feel I've given you a lot of advice already. I don't know if I should pull advice. I think I will, because, I mean, of course, it's the most impactful reading without me giving you advice. It'd be kind of foolish, but I feel like I've been preaching to you guys. Advice here is coming from Spirit. What's coming to me? I mean, I don't know. I'm not some big wise sage here because I haven't experienced this type of thing, but this is what Spirit's wanting me to communicate. So your reading is going to be quite long here, I feel, Cancer, but I feel you need it. So let's get you some advice. Spirit, advice for beautiful Cancer. What is the advice? Clear and concise message here, Spirit. Thank you so, so much for helping Cancer for the greatest and highest good. What do they need to hear right now? Most impactful thing they're needing to hear. Ace of Swords. Call out the fucking devil, guys. And the Page of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. Well, Page of Swords is in reverse. So, want to free yourself from the devil? This is freedom. Independence. Standing on your own. Breaking free from this fucking energy is your opportunity. Remember, that's your opportunity. You have an opportunity to break free from that by being more like this, being more clear, being more certain, shedding light, okay? Being free from this. And how? Spirit is saying you have to get very fucking clear and certain here. You have to see the devil for what it is and know the truth here, okay? And if that means you have to do whatever it takes, then do whatever it takes, because this Page of Swords is a little bit of a brat here, okay? But I think at the end of the day, people don't know how to deal with the Page of Swords. Most people who don't know how to conflict resolution deal with the Page of Swords, who's acting a little unruly. But I feel like maybe you got to be a little unruly here. Maybe you got to get clarity. Maybe you got to get a little unruly. Maybe you got to do a little bit of digging. Maybe you got to go on this sales guy who's knocking on your door on his social media and do your investigation, you know, scope it out a little bit here. You know, maybe get in the energy of looking behind the curtain here of the mind frame of the devil in order for you to see something, because maybe you're a really good fucking person and you don't see how other people want to take advantage of you, so you only want to see the good, so you're surrounded by brats. You know, see them for who they are, and sometimes you got to go to their level vibe of understanding. It doesn't mean you got to play by their games or their rules. You could still be in a higher level of truth, but understand it. In order to understand it, you kind of have to, you know, yeah, we all talk about light, you know, love and light, and yeah, it's great to encompass the light here, but in order for you to encompass light, you have to understand about the dark. To understand about evil and dark. I mean, you have to just know what it is in order for you to recognize it. So when it's around you, knocking on your fucking door, you deal with it proper, okay? So, hey, ooh, glow in the dark. Look, they're glowing. I don't know if you could see that from the sun. But anyway, beautiful Cancer. See, at the end, you kind of came out with a glowing sort of ability to expose this devil for what it is. I don't know if you could see, it's kind of greenish, but exposing the devil. Oh my God, I love energy. Shedding the light on the fucking devil, okay? And it's the fact that it's the glow in the dark. Like, you have to identify the devil. Who is the fucking devil in your world? I think you already know. And if the devil's inside you, the devil can be, what's that called? Exorcised away. All right. I love you guys so much. My email is in the description box below. If you want to reach out to me, if you need extra guidance here, I can pull a couple of cards for you. All right. So for free. I feel like there's certainly more information here that maybe you need to hear. I don't know. Up to you. Whatever. I'm here to help you. I'm sure you probably have, well, I don't know. It sounds like the people you're surrounding yourself seem a little bit shady. So if you want, I'm here. And I am dedicated to your healing. So hopefully you've learned something here. I love you guys very much. I will see you soon. Peace out.